Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about my Animal Crossing villagers that I have on my island currently, because the last time I updated you guys, I said that I was going to get rid of Fuchsia, and I just want to update you guys on what happened. Did I get rid of Fuchsia? Did she leave my island? Time will tell. Time will tell. So this is the rundown of who I have currently on my island. Of course, starting out, I have Bam. Like I said last time, he was my starter jock villager, and I kind of fell in love with him. He's perfect on my island. He's never leaving my island. He's asked to leave in the past, and I've just said, you can't leave my island. So anyway, next I have Hazel. Hazel, if you don't know, if you're new here, Hazel is my dreamie. Like she was my dreamie since before I started my island. I knew of her and I just was like, I think we're gonna be best buds. I had hoped that she would be my starter sisterly. She was not. Instead I got Flo, and we have beef with Flo here on this channel. But then I just kept hunting for her, and I finally got her after 2 years of playing the game. It was kind of, it was really a long journey finding Hazel, and she really is everything that I hope she'd be. The squirrels are my fave, if you do not know. But anyway, next. Unexpectedly, when I was trying to get Fuchsia to leave my island by ignoring her, which I just recently found out that ignoring them doesn't work. You actually have to talk to them. And then they eventually ask to leave. I don't know why that is. I would think that ignoring them would help. It does not. And Tia instead asked to leave, who I really wasn't sure if I was ever going to let her leave. I really liked Tia. But I guess I kind of knew at some point I would have her leave, just because my island theme is not elephant vibes. I always like to look at her more as like a kitschy teapot rather than elephant. But I'm like, at the end of the day, she is an elephant villager. At the end of the day, she is. I did have her, I designed a room for her in the DLC, Happy Home Paradise. So, you know, I felt comfortable letting her go. Especially since when I first got her on my island, she like fell in love with Bam. Or not Bam, Zell. I had Zell on my island for a very long time. He was my only smug for a really long time. And I usually do not ascribe to like my villagers dating each other. Like in my headcanon, that is not the case. We're all buddies. This is not Love Island. This is not Romance Island. Okay, this is not. We're all buddies. We all like nature. Everything's great. There's no drama. But like day one of her being on my island, she was at Zell's house, and it just really looked like they were kissing. And I was like, what did I walk into? So I felt kind of bad because I let him go. And then I was like, I just separated a couple. And so I was kind of battling that a little bit in my head. I was like, maybe I should let her go. Let her be with her one true love, which is Zell. But there was also a moment where she was at Dobie's house, and in my headcanon, Dobie collects antiques. So I was kind of like, ooh, and she's like an antique teapot. Like, is this stirring up too much drama on my island? And so ultimately, when she asked to leave, I was kind of like, maybe it's time. I wasn't expecting this, but maybe it's time. So I did let her go. And instead, I was looking for a normal villager, because then that means I have no normal villagers on my island. Well, I did have Eunice. So actually I did, but I love having two normals. They just get along so well, and they have such a cute dynamic. But I was looking for another normal. Did not find another normal that I liked. I was looking for Poppy. I was looking for maybe Molly. Two of which I've never seen, except for in the DLC. But I've never seen them while villager hunting. Anywho, I did not come across a normal that I liked. I came across Drago or is it Drago? I don't know how to pronounce his name. But y'all know I've been in my dragon era. As an adult, I've been in my dragon era. And I've always liked Drago. I thought he kind of has like a cool design about him. So in the past, I was kind of like, maybe one day I'll have Drago on my island. But the thing is I was not about to give up on my dreams of having a normal. Like, I really want Poppy. And so I just kept pursuing until I reached like my last few tickets. And I had came across Drago 3 times. So I was like, I think this is a sign. I think I'm meant to go home with Drago. And I did. And now I'm like, I don't think I can ever let him go. But the sad thing about that is that I've got 2 other lazies that I just can't let go. And so now there's a little bit of a dilemma there. I'm like, I have Drago, but I also have Stitches and Eric. How do I... That's a little too many. A little too many lazy villagers. I love them. I love a good lazy villager. But like 3... It feels like too much. It feels like too much, but I also don't want to let go of any of them. So I guess we'll see what happens on that journey. Then, as I said before, I do have Dobby on my island. Love Dobby. He's a forever villager in my heart. He's just too perfect. Old wolf with antiques outside of his house. He's cool. I also have Hans. He is my only smug. I feel like I do really like the smug villagers. Wait, he's not my only smug now. Spoiler alert. I love the smug villagers. And I had Zell for a long time, but it's like he's a gazelle, so he doesn't really match my vibe. I liked his color hues, and like he kind of had a cool design, but he just didn't really match the vibe that I was going for on my island, which is like whimsical nature, whimsical northeast nature, you know what I mean? Northern wilderness type vibes. And he is a gazelle, which is like not the right terrain, you know? Yeah, anywho. Then Eunice asked to leave unexpectedly. I really kept trying to get Fuchsia to leave, but Eunice asked, and it was weird because like I really wanted to keep her for a really long time, especially since like my island is named Leaf Sheep. And I was just a little bit bummed that I wouldn't have a sheep on my island anymore. You know, I do wish I could change my island name. I don't think I would still have it be Leaf Sheep, just because I don't love the sheep villagers as much as I thought I would. They're cute. They're just not my fave. And I named my island Leaf Sheep after the sea slugs. And I love them. They're one of my favorite animals. But yeah, so I let go of Eunice because I just, she wasn't my favorite normal anyway, but I liked her in terms of like the sheeps. And yeah, I was kind of bummed that I wasn't going to have another sheep on my island until I found Pietro. And is it Pietro? Don't know. But he is a clown sheep. And I'm a clown girly, okay? I know some of y'all hate the clowns, hate clown vibes. But I'm a clown girly. I like whimsical, I like fantasy, I like clowns. Clowncore is great in my eyes. And so it just kind of made sense for me to have a clown sheep. And he is my other smug, which I didn't realize he was a smug, and I kind of love that. He also says different things than Hans does, and so I'm very into that. But I don't know, I haven't like fallen in love with him yet. I'm just kind of like, he's cool. Time will tell. Time will tell. I don't know if he'll stay on my island, but maybe he will. Maybe he will. But he's my newest villager currently. And I do like him so far. I do. Let's see here. Like I said, I have Stitches. I have Eric. I also have Avery. He's also a forever villager of mine. The Crankies are some of my all-time faves. I love a good Cranky villager. And he's just... he is one of my favorites. And he has asked to leave in the past. And every time I'm like, no. He just is so cool looking to me. I also like that he is a little bit different. Like, I'm not really a big fan of the eagle villagers, but he is a red-tailed hawk, and just his whole vibe is just really cool to me. I think that's all I have to say about that. Anyway. And lastly, I still have Fuchsia on my island. Yes, I do. And so I'm looking to get rid of her. I mean, I like her a lot, but I just feel like she's been on my island for a good while. We had fun, but I am looking for other villagers, other dreamies of mine. It's interesting because my vibe, my aesthetic for villagers is kind of like two polar opposites. Because I like either the villagers that are super natural looking, like I love Eric, I love Molly, the duck. And like I love Avery. I think he looks so cool. But then one of my other favorite villagers is Static, the purple squirrel. And I don't know what it is. I just think he looks really cool. I also like Vladimir. He's not one that I would ever have on my island, but he's like a pink bear with like yellow hair. I also think Fuchsia is really cool. Like, she aesthetically has a cool vibe about her, and her colors are very like poppy, which I love. I just think she's cool. We've had fun. It's been great, but I really want to find Static and Poppy. I love the squirrel villagers. They're my all-time fave. And Molly. I do love the frogs as well. I did have the opportunity to take home Frobert, and he is one of my favorite frogs. But ultimately, like, I had so many tickets left, and I just wasn't passing up the opportunity to potentially find Poppy. So you never know. I have had Henry on my island before, and he was a delight, a true delight. He was a little bit hard to let go, to be honest, because he has perfect frog vibes. Like, he's too great. I like Lily, the frog, but she's a little too, like, dazed. Like, her eyes are just, like, so... It's like, girl, are you here? What's going on? I also like villagers that are a little weird. Like, I love ones with big eyebrows. I had Ricky on my island for a very long time. Ricky the squirrel. He's got like a red button nose and this crazy eyebrow. It's so cute. And obviously my favorite villager is Hazel. And she's got a crazy Frida Kahlo looking eyebrow. She's so cute. I also love villagers with little buck teeth. Like Frobert has. I think that's so cute. Anyway. That is all. That's my little updated list. I do have goals for my island, and I hope that I find them. I really do. So wish me luck. I do love Fuchsia though. Like, she's great. So let me know down below who you're kicking off your island currently, or who you're attempting to let go. And who is your dreamy. Okay, see ya.